Standing, look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty, don't even know where waist at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? It reply, how you put up with this song and dance, soulless buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. Want the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Gummy, back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, black.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. On first down, it's Newton. And his first pass is incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defense.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 27. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. To Mixon on the check down. And right away, he lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back to throw, Newton. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Ian Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Gano out to kick this one away. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Orakpo in there to bury him for a loss of 11. This Carolina D was 3rd in the NFL in sacks last year.
And sometimes that surprises people when they hear that, because who's the dominant pass rusher that you think of putting up double-digit sacks? They do it collectively as a unit and get to the quarterback.
Going deep for Eifert. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
That's pulled in at the 32. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
Come on now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing. Dalton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Eluding the pressure right. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Now, I know it's only a loss of a couple of yards, but when you get near the sidelines, just flip the ball out of bounds, incomplete, and save the yardage. Save the yards, not your stats.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He's got a first down or more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. They'll try the air now with Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll give it to him up the middle. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And Newton's going to keep it. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Gano out to kick this one away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
5-0.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A good pickup there, a 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Over here, yes.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's Ross Cockrell that time that made the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Third down from the gun, Dalton. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn. You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And Bullock will put this one through, and high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Newton on first down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carlos Dunlap able to disrupt yet another pass play. His third sack of the afternoon.
Let's rock now. Great. Express. 20. Great.
To throw on second down is Newton. Buying time to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's third down. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Third and long, it's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Jordan Willis coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Ross on the return. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. And out now, here come the Bengals. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ross. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They give him a gain of 37. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season, and the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and it makes the score 21-10. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Newton takes it himself. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the run, Newton going to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards through the air and a first down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late.
And now it's blocked. Gano out to kick this one away. On the return, it's McKenzie. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Going deep downfield for... He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And Gano's kick is right through. So it's... And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Gano out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 1st and 10 for Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They give them a gain of 38. And the fans probably thinking, wow, that's the first time Dalton and Green have connected here, and it's late. Where have they been?
And because they haven't been there, haven't been present, haven't done it often, their team is losing right now. It's vital that those two connect if they want to have a chance.
Dalton now to pass. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll give it to Mixon. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Lucky. You know that's one that he would love to have back. That should have been picked off. Threw that one into a crowd. He's just so fortunate the defender couldn't react fast enough and get his hands up.
They send Green to the left on his own. So Dalton now. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Julius Peppers in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Dancing to his left. He throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there, and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From the 9, here's 2nd and 9. To throw on 2nd down. Newton. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Carl Lawson. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Now here's Ross. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by James Bradbury. And this will have been returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton, flush to his right. And that's caught inside the 35. Torrey Smith, watch and go. Touchdown, Carolina. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
52-93.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Panthers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Newton. It fights him off. Now he's forced out left. This is intercepted. Terrence Brooks with a pick. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Glover Quinn there on the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go long up. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down. But couldn't connect. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep over them, and that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big play. Dalton to his favorite receiver, Green. 41 yards. Dalton operating in the red zone now. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Bullock good on the extra point. And that will get him one closer. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Newton now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where you have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Panthers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there, a 22.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. Right by the little curl there against zone. But the key
under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Julius Peppers in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Second down, Dalton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Dalton here from the gun. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Yes. Wait, BAT! Hey, go, 368! Sorry.
Big 4th down here. It's Dalton. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And a short gain here down to the 22. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go, fellas. Hey, get right down.
Now it's Newton. Steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Shaq Thompson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Andy Dalton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Being chased out left. That's to his running back, complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Hey, go, 368.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And Eifert has it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Dalton. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet. Saturday, that is with plastic. I said, babe, it's he said it's a pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, woo. Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? When I look at my snap, I take your man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy and the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Baby lay, waist snatch, back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine, jumping on my. That's why they call it trampoline.